All right, parents, if your middle schooler is suddenly asking for more allowance or eyeing that pricey gadget, then this segment is for you.
Yeah, we're talking money smarts for kids, how to help them save and spend wisely. Financial expert Colleen Patel has some simple steps to get you and your family started. I'm so glad we're talking about this because this is something that I know I never got when I was a young person.
Yeah.
I'll speak for you, Daisy, too. But you have a 10-step plan for raising financially healthy children. Can you give us a quick overview of that?
Yeah, I created this 10-step resource basically because so many adults were telling me they didn't get this education.
Exactly.
And now they want to be teaching their children, but they're so unsure themselves. So I created this as a simple 10-step plan. You can truly start at any age, talking all the way down to preschool, and they are steps you go through, but then can repeat as the children get older. I think talking about money should be something we do with our children the whole way through.
Yeah.
There's a real gap in financial knowledge in our country, a lot of, credit card debt, all of these things. And I think the more we talk about money, that better it actually is. And I want everyone to start doing that younger, but they need some resources to help them get started.
Yeah, so you're actually going to get us started, with the first few steps. So let's jump into the first one. This is start small and be consistent, right?
Yes, and I think consistently talking about money is one of the most important things. You guys mentioned education in schools. That actually has picked up. The most recent stats, I think we're about 35 states that are mandating personal finance education. But for me, the problem is that usually comes in high school at 16 or 18 even. I just sent 2 kids off to college, and I don't want them just learning about money now or last year.
Right.
So middle school is such a great age because you can start young, build some awareness, but come middle school, there's a lot more to talk about spending, saving, even earning.
Yeah, but I love that you start small because it's not intimidating. Like it's these small little steps every day. The second is choose age-appropriate topics. And we're focusing on middle school kids today, right? So what's appropriate for them?
So for any age, we're talking about spending, saving, and needs versus wants, which I think gets really big in middle school, right?
I have a problem with that.
For sure.
We all do, but just talking about it a little ahead of time, like when you're doing back to school shopping, perfect example of we all need a pair of shoes probably for back to school. But there's a difference between the pair you need and the pair you want. And having that education and going and looking at shoes is a great example of something, as is any purchase. Even I was discussing Legos with a family member recently, and you take them and you look and you can see there's a value exchange here. A smaller set is a smaller amount of money, a medium set, large sets can be hundreds of dollars. And I feel like making those regular parts of conversation, even if you're purchasing, even if you're buying them for your kids, having the conversation and being intentional about what you want to teach your children.
Right.
Because personal finance is very personal.
I'm thinking, like, do you really need this $500 pair of sneakers?
Right.
Or would you rather use that money to take a trip during, when the school year lets out? Just let,
Yeah.
it puts it in
Middle school is
perspective.
such a tricky age because they do feel that pressure to have to match up with everybody else. And then you've got sports where you have to get equipment that's expensive. I mean, it's really a good time to start talking to them. Well, let's talk about next, building financial awareness. Talk with us about that.
So awareness, again, is that more consistent talk about money. When the children are little, we can talk about the grocery store, we can talk about, middle school provides so many great examples. And often kids are starting to earn their own money in middle school. It's a prime time for babysitting, shoveling snow, cutting grass. They start getting some money to practice with. And I believe you develop more financial awareness by practicing with money and letting kids practice with small amounts. Before they're heading off to college and practicing now with large amounts is a much better place to start building your awareness.
Yeah, all right. Well, we have a few seconds left, and you have a worksheet that you brought us. And this is a big one. Choose financial principles for your family. So this will help us get started. What are we writing down here?
So I always provide a worksheet because I think money is so invisible these days, and we want to make it more tangible for our children. So this can be used for yourself, it can be used for a couple, but it can also be used for your family, choosing a principle of how you want to behave. And I recommend choosing 1 to 3 that you want to focus on until they become part of your household.
Okay.
So something like, we are a family who spends less than we earn.
Oh, that's a good one.
We are a family who saves for a rainy day.
Oh, I love saving too.
We're a family who prioritizes experiences over things.
Yes.
We believe personal finances are personal. Middle school kids really start to notice how other households are behaving with their money. But we need to remind them that it's very personal. There's a lot we don't know about what's going on in other people's households.
I experience it over things
Yeah,
for
I
sure
agree.
every day because those are memories and you keep those.
Yep.
Love it. Thank you so much. This was so helpful.
Yeah, this really was. Thank you so for adults too.
Much needed conversation. All right, we're going to link you up to Colleen's website and all 10 steps to her plan for raising financially healthy children. Just ahead to kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
And coming up next on this show, clear your schedule and prep your peppers. Jen Clark is bringing the pandemonium to our kitchen after the break.